What is going on YouTube? Tyler here, and in this video I'm going to be covering something that I made a video about a few months ago, and I just wanted to cover these again as my collection has grown quite a bit, surprise surprise, and I hold these guys very near and dear to my heart, so I figured I would bring you guys along with me for the ride. So without further ado, I don't exactly remember where I left off, so if I have a few duplicates in here, please forgive me. So here's an old Cross Pioneer, beautiful old Pioneer, I might add. It's got the key ring. I don't believe, no, this is not a brass liners one, so it's not quite super old, but yeah, there's the ting on that one. So it's not ancient or anything. Come on, guy. Yeah, it's not ancient, but still nice old piece in half decent condition. So here's my old Cadet. This was my EDC there for a while before I replaced it with a Farmer X. It got a lot of love and a lot of carry out in my pockets, so it's, you know, special to me. Here is that's my old Pioneer with no keyring, brass liners, and I believe this one has, yeah, she's got the Equinox tank stamp, which is pretty cool. Yeah, there you go. This is an old school settler, basically single layer, 2 blades, pin blade and a main blade. Cool old knife. This one's seen some wear, but I really like the way that the old Alox wears. It just, I don't know, it gets such a cool patina to it, and it really, you know, it tells a story by looking like this, I think, which I love. I just love these old knives. Here's a very worn and quite nasty looking Cadet 2. These are interesting knife. They're nothing too special, and like I said, this one is you can see the blade's been sharpened a couple million times, and yeah, it's nothing special, but I got it on eBay for a really good deal, and I've always kind of wanted one of these old ribbed Alox knives. So this guy right here, this is a 108 millimeter German Army knife with the cool can opener or flathead bottle opener, saw and file all on one tool, which is really cool. I got this guy for a really good deal too. I forget exactly what, but yeah, it's just one of those knives that like you gotta have in your collection if you're a true collector. So had to add that, and I'm really glad that I did. Oh, this is a cool one, and this one is a lumberjack. Okay, so it's a 91 or 93 millimeter with a saw. Yeah, there we go. 91 millimeter with the saw, as well as a main blade on it. So very rare, very cool, very glad to have it. This is a nice old economy scaled Spartan. Kind of a cool knife. You don't see these very often, and I got this guy for a really good deal at a yard sale, so of course I had to add it to my collection. And it's not very common around here that you find Swiss Army knives at yard sales, so I wasn't going to leave home without getting that, or I wasn't going to go back home without getting that. Here's another Bugnard knife. This one is actually a pruner, I believe. Yeah, this is a pruner. It's got the pruning blade on it, which is pretty cool. And of course, yeah, you got your main blade on it. Beautiful old yellow Alox, in relatively good condition. A little bit of wear here there on the bottom, but that's to be expected. The name escapes me right now. It is a gold cross, or a gold crossed, well, see, it doesn't really make up on camera, but it's got like a gold tinge to it. This is an Explorer, excuse me. So you got your magnifying glass, old school magnifying glass, beautiful knife. I forget where I got that one at too, but it cleaned up really well. Ah, here we go. This is something cool. This guy right here is a Scientist. This guy is a really cool knife. I've got this one at a gun show actually for like 10 bucks. You got your old school magnifying glass on the scale right there, as well as a ballpoint, which is super neat to have. And I forget, yeah, this one doesn't have the pin on it, no plus scales, but still really cool. Next on the list, it's a really cool gold Fisherman. It's got the metal inlay there on the scale. Really good condition. Yeah, I mean, not much more to say about that. Just a really cool knife. We made a trip up to Smoky Mountain Knife Works a couple of months back, and I obviously hoarded out there. See the picture of it on the screen right now. That was in the parking lot at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. And their little trash panda thing is just something that they do. A little raccoon. You see he's got a banana in his hand right there. He's kind of funny on the back. It's, you know, kind of cool. Got his footprints on there. This I got at an antique store in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Second Amendment Task Force. Kind of a cool, you know, not so common deal. And it's got the NRA on the back. It's a single layer Bantam. So that old guy right there is a Bantam. Really neat. And it was like $6. I had to get it. This one is Tennessee Orange due to Smoky Mountain Knife Works being in Tennessee. And yeah, it's just a really nice, interesting shade. It's like dreamsicle looking to me. That's kind of why I got it. It's just, I don't know, like, I can taste it. This is a neat one. It's got the peeps on it. Easter, you know. Not really licensed peeps, but we all know what they are. This is a Hunter Green, what is this? Hunter Green Farmer X, and that color on this knife, guys, really speaks for itself. That is beautiful. Very, very dark green. Under the right light, it almost looks black. Here it is up against black, just for comparison's sake. This is a big, I forget what this is. It is a Vinger. And it's got your pliers on it and all that. I got this guy at a gun show in Mississippi, and I forget what it is off the top of my head at the moment, but beautiful, beautiful knife. Really, really big. Like, it's got the big drop point blade on the front. And I mean, it's, you know, it's a decent sized carry. So slide lock on the side, which Victorinox and Vinger, well, Vinger has kind of gone away, but Victorinox has done away with the slide lock. So anything slide lock nowadays is kind of cool. Here we have another Explorer with a, let's see, gold inlay on it as well. Old school magnifying glass. And yeah, really nice condition. Really happy to have that. This is the one that I did in my live stream. I don't know if you guys, how many of you guys were there for that, but this is a Electrician Plus. So it's basically a farmer, but with a electrician's blade, which is kind of cool. You don't see this very often, and a buddy of mine at work at my old job actually was like, hey, my girlfriend's parents bought a storage unit. This was in it. Do you want it? And I was like, where do I sign up? I basically couldn't say yes fast enough, so that happened. Here is a Stay-Glo Spartan, which is the Stay-Glo is just super cool. You know, these are the glow-in-the-dark ones. Probably can't show that too well on here, but yeah, glow-in-the-dark, really cool. I got that guy on eBay brand new. And this is the Hoffer Camper. Blech. So if you watched my scale polishing video, you would have seen this before and after. So go take that a look if you're interested. I don't think I had this guy last. This is a Skipper Pro with the very, very, very intimidating Marlin spike on it. I would not want to be on the other end of that. I would arguably say that I would be more afraid if somebody came at me with that spike than I would be with the knife blade. And to make matters worse, it locks. So you could really, really do some damage with that if that was your goal. So don't make that your goal unless you have to. I don't think I had this. This is just another Swiss Champ. They wanted like $30 for this at a gun show, maybe 40, and it was a really good condition Swiss Champ with all the, you know, little doodads, pin, straight pin, ballpoint pin, and the eyeglass screwdriver. So yeah, this came home with me. Couldn't not have that. Here is a Cyber Tool Light. I got this. I forget what they wanted for this. It was probably like $50, but the light works. It's in really good shape. Has all the bits, and yeah, so needed that. Goes along well with my other Cyber Tools. This is their new line of knives. Their Evoke series. This Hunter Pro is just goal. Take a look at their other knives that they've got right now of the Evoke line, but in my book, that is one of the coolest looking ones. I plan on collecting the rest of the series, you know, once I get some stuff figured out in the near future. This is a 2023 Swiss Spirit with the, you know, the embossed designs there on the front, and it's just It's beautiful. Have a thing for the for the wooden handled ones. They're just, you know, something about them is just cool. The engraving is very, very nice. I did get this. I don't remember if this was included in the last video, but it's a green Swiss card. I didn't have a green one, and it was new in box, so yeah, got a green Swiss card now. So here's one of my other cases. Pretty much anything that goes in here is on another level of special. That's my XAVT that I made its own video about. I got its little brother, if you want to call it that, at a gun show, in the case and all that. This is the XXL, not the XXLT, but just the XXL. It is basically the XAVT minus the scales on the front that have the digital display. And this guy adds the little combo wrench, which is kind of a cool touch. I may be forgetting something that this one has that the other one doesn't, or vice versa, but yeah, that is a very cool piece. The next guy over here I also got while we were in Tennessee at Frost Cutlery. So if you guys haven't seen Frost Cutlery and you're interested in knives, definitely go give Frost Cutlery a look, because they've got a very good selection. This beauty here could seriously have a video on its own, but I won't do it today to save everybody's time. This is the Victorinox 125th anniversary knife. You can see up here on the box, it's 1897 to 2022. They made 9,999 of these. I forget which number mine is, but we'll look into that here in just a second. It's a replica of the original knife made by Carl Elsner back in 1897, obviously. You've got a little bit of wordage up here, so pause that and read it if you'd like. Some pictures of, you know, the shops. I assume these are old pictures, but that opens up. Once again, feel free to pause and read. And again. Mine is 6,561 out of 9,999. It comes in this very nice display case. You've got a slip in here, basically just saying that it is a genuine and that it's lifetime warranty applies. So pretty cool, if you ask me, that even on their, you know, replica, you know, commemorative knife, anniversary knife, if you will, you know, you can still use it and have good faith that if you break it, you will get a replacement or have it fixed at least. So pretty cool. Here's the case, 1897 to 2022. Once again, it's a hard plastic. It almost looks like a sunglasses case. You open it up, it comes in a little handmade sleeve, and here is the replica knife. It's cool because I've got a genuine, this is an 1897, but I've got a 1908 that's a genuine, or not a replica, let's say. But man, just the the fit and finish of it is really something else. You know, it's a absolutely gorgeous knife. Absolutely gorgeous knife. You've also got on one of the liners in here. Yeah, there you go. So 1897, and it shows you which one you have got. It is truly a special piece that would, you know, definitely be best suited in a collector, or a collection of a collector like me. But it's just cool that they back it with its warranty. I just think that that is very, very neat. That's all that's on the box. There's, you know, nothing else. But this really isn't super knife related, but it is at the same time. Just some other stuff that I've gathered recently. My neighbor gave me this Victorinox watch that wasn't running when I got it. It was as simple as putting a new battery in it, so that took just a few minutes, and it, yeah, and it's keeping time about 6 months later, so looks like we're doing good. It is, yeah, it's working great, so that's cool. I've got the books. My girlfriend got me this one for Christmas. I forget where I got this one from. This one came from a gun show, actually, so that's pretty cool. And then I got this one at a knife store in Foley, Alabama at the outlets. So that's pretty cool. I like the books. They're really an interesting read. It gives you kind of a different perspective on them, which is, you know, kind of cool. This is a store display, which, you know, not many people can say that they've got. I bought this from a guy in a Swiss Army knife group on Facebook for like 45 bucks, 50 bucks maybe, and it's just too cool, you know, like this would be something that would sit up at a store, and I've got it now, which is really neat. This is cool, the Victorinox chocolate knife. So my girlfriend also got me these for Christmas, and as you can see, I've had trouble not eating some of them because it's Swiss chocolate and it's incredible. But yeah, they look like knives, and it's just kind of cool. And if you eat all of them, you know, you still have a really neat tin. Here, I found these at an antique store in Pensacola, Florida, and they are Victorinox sunglasses. And I never once knew that these were a thing, but they totally are. And they are so funny. Like, I don't know, like the leather in between the lenses on the bridge is just peculiar. Leather on the ear tips, which is also just bizarre. But yeah, a Victorinox red frame, and I don't know. And it says Swiss Army brand, so I don't know if these are real. I don't know if these are not. I don't know. I don't know anything about them. I still haven't found anybody that's also got a set of those. So this is neat too. This is a Tinker for Kids set. So basically it's from Japan. It includes everything that you need to do to whittle a, what are those things that you put them between your hands and you like do like this and it flies up. I forget what they're called, but it includes everything to make one of those, including a My First Victorinox. So it's got the round tip so you can't stab yourself or anybody else for that matter. And then that's how it's displayed. Very, very neat. Just, you know, super, super interesting. Here soon in the next coming months, maybe I'll make a video about my 58mm classics and other assorted 58mm. So yeah, literally as I was putting my camera away, I found this. So I'm gonna insert this right before I said goodbye. But yeah, this is a little Japanese Volkswagen commemorative knife. All the paperwork in here is in Japanese, which is kind of neat. So now for the real end of the video. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, leave me a thumbs up, drop a comment down below. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later.